So it goes to the end of the longest line, which is the inside. Yellow lights flashing. We should get a dispatch this time around. Thompson and Joss. Padmore. And the very lucky 24 of Jake Williams, who clouded the wall on the last time of asking. We go green. Thompson and Joss lead them down the main straight. Paddles Padmore in third place, and back in fourth is Williams. And back then to Josh Aspinall in fifth, and then the 70 of Mark Higgins. They run down the back straight here, and the race leader is Damon Thompson. Well, they put water on the track, but the dust is still coming up as they move down the main straight. Thompson, Joss, back in third is Padmore on. The leader's gone. Whack, into the fence he goes. In reverse, hit it with the front of the car, and Damon Thompson is going to be at the rear of the field if he restarts. So 1 lap down and 14 to go. And the racetrack all of a sudden is tricky. So 1 down and 14 to go. And the race leader will now be Paul Joss, with car 10 going to the rear of the field. So it's slippery, it's dusty, and it's windy all of a sudden. And we're 5 minutes into this race and 1 lap complete. Joss will lead Padmore, Williams, Aspinall, then the 70 of Higgins, Brennan, Metcalf, who went rear of field on the first occasion, Fabian Lammonby, then Justin Melhuish, and Damon Thompson. Got a long, long way to catch up. Yellow lights have gone out. 14 laps remain in this Surprise Meat Market Christmas Cup feature. Event 22 in your program. About set to go. We're in the control of Paul Joss. He puts the foot down. We go green. Around the cone. Will they get down out of turn 1, which has been a bogey corner all of a sudden? And they've got through there. Thompson's past Justin Melhuish, goes to 9th. As our race leader is Paul Joss. Leads out of turn 4. Padmore in second and Williams in third.
So Joss goes up into Palmer's this time round. Oh, Jake Williams is gone. Third position's gone in front of the field. Gets it out of harm's way, but the yellow lights have come on. So we'll have another go. Racetrack is quite treacherous at the moment. It's freshly prepared, and it's catching a number of our top drivers unaware. Thompson's already got past 2. He's still got 13 laps. But Paul Joss is looking very quick. So too David Padmore. Look at Josh Aspinall in third. And Mark Higgins all of a sudden's in 4th place. Green lights come back on. Paddles didn't let Paul Joss get away as they move through Palmer's for the first time after the stoppage. Damon Thompson getting the elbows up, trying to get past Colin Metcalf. Both of them have been to the rear of the field. Williams has had his turn, and we're going to get through another lap. Another one done and dusted, 12 to go. It's Paul Joss leading from the 26 of David Padmore. Josh Aspinall in third. 4th place is Higgins. On the inside of him, oh, Mark Higgins is gone. He got a tap from the 87, which well and truly unsettled him. And the yellow lights will have to come on. The yellow lights do come on. Mark Higgins around in turn number 1 and 2. He got a bit of a helping hand as well. As they came into turn 1, the 87 of Bradley Brennan, a little bit of a touch, which sent the 70 off guard. The 70's gone to the rear. Poor old Mark Higgins got spat out like the proverbial. Green lights come back on. 12 to run. We're doing them one at a time. And they're spread out like Brown's cows at the restart. No hope of overlapping at the cone because they weren't near one another. And Paul Joss will lead them down the back straight away. Here comes Metcalf on the inside of Brennan as they move into Cardinals. 11 to go this time. It's Paul Joss with a fast charging 26 of the car of Clinton Waldron of David Padmore.
So we haven't done more than one lap at a time in this race, which has now been going for 9 minutes as they move down into turn number 3. This could be 2 consecutive laps in a row if they all get through safely. Joss leads Padmore into the main straight. Back in third place, it's the 7 of Aspinall. Brennan is next, then back to the 16 of Colin Metcalf. Damon Thompson's made his way back up into 5th place now as he goes around the outside of Metcalf and tried to get underneath of Bradley Brennan. He got past Metcalf, moves up into 5th place, maybe now 4th as we complete lap number 6.
9 to go this time around. It's still Josh from Padmore in this battle. Oh, now Damon Thompson had it coming together with Bradley Brennan. Tore the quarter panel off the car, number 10. No harm done, they race on. Very hard and fast there as they move down the back straight. That's the battle for 4th and 5th. It's Joss leading from the 26 of Padmore back to Aspinall. Here comes coming at 87. Oh, look at Damon Thompson's. It's an absolute mess at the front end, but he sits there in 4th place. Further back, Colin Metcalf catching them. Lamonby under pressure now from the 24 of Williams, and then we're going to battle for second last and last between Melhuish and Higgins, but it's Paul Joss continuing to lead by 1.5 seconds.
Padmore second, Aspinall third. Here's the battle for 4th. Thompson goes underneath of Brennan. So Thompson is 4th. He went to the rear. The 6th place car went to the rear in Colin Metcalf, along with multiple others in the early stages, but we now have half a dozen to go, and Joss out in front. Padmore second, and Josh Aspinall doing a great job in third. Back then to Thompson, Brennan and Metcalf. Further back in the field, Fabian Labenby, Jake Williams, who also went to the rear, Mark Higgins, who went to the rear, and Justin Melhuish, who is at the rear, and there's our race leader, Paul Joss.
5 to run this time around for Paul Joss as he comes up on the first of the lap cars. Second place is that of Padmore. Third place, Aspinall putting in a nice set of laps. Next car in line is Thompson. Then it's Brennan with Metcalf chasing him down. Williams, Lamonby, Higgins. And the last car's now a lap down. That, of course, is Justin Melhuish as he got out of shape right in front of Paddles. So Padmore had to button out of that one. 2 things that don't go together. Padmore and backing out of it. So as they move down the back straight away, our race leader...
Aspinall's gone.
Oh, Aspinall spins whilst in third. He loses third place now with 3 to go, though. Paul Joss continues to lead out of turn number 3 and 4 and across the line.
So 3 laps to go. Joss, Padmore, back then to Damon Thompson, then Josh Aspinall. Further back to Brad Brennan and then Colin Metcalf. Our race leader is in the back straight, or one car starting to emit some white smoke, which is that of Lazenby. Lamonby, here in the 91. Our race leader comes up with 2 to go. Joss out in front. Padmore second. Back in third place, still Damon Thompson. As our leader comes up behind the 70 of Mark Higgins over on the back straight. There's that white smoke coming out of the 91 just ahead of those cars. So they come up with 1 to run. Joss out in front. Padmore second. Back then to Thompson. 4th place is Aspinall. Further back, Bradley Brennan and Colin Metcalf. White flag on display. It's flapping in the breeze right pretty strongly. Down the back straight the final time. Our race, oh, look at that smoke. The white smoke coming out of that car right in front of our leader. Paul Joss comes across the line, gets the checkered flag. Joss first. Second goes to David Padmore. Third place will go to Damon Thompson. Josh Aspinall is going to hang on for 4th place. Behind him will be Brennan and Metcalf. Good old battle there in the concluding stages. Behind them will be Jake Williams. Then Mark Higgins, Fabian Labenby and Justin Melhuish. Well, good on the street stock. They started with 10 tonight. They finished with 10, though one of them is a little bit suspect whether it'll go much further, being Fabian Labenby's number 91. It's Paul Joss first in the third last race of the night in car number 19. 26, David Padmore is second. 10, Damon Thompson was third. Josh Aspinall fourth. Then Bradley Brennan, Colin Metcalf, Jake Williams, Mark Higgins, Fabian Labenby and Justin Melhush completes the 15-lap journey.